I think I might have just found the best earbuds that you probably didn't know existed or that you needed. These right here are the world's first smart ANC sleep earbuds. I know what you're thinking. What are sleep earbuds and what can they do and how do they work? These right here are the Soundcore by Anchor Sleep A30 Earbuds. Let's talk about it. Oh man, what up y'all? All right, good morning man. So I know you guys out there might be interested in these Sleep A30s here. Well, I've actually been using these bad boys here for a little while, man, and I want to tell you guys a little bit about them and just kind of how overall, man, I've actually grown to love these bad boys right here. All right, now it's kind of crazy that when you think about it, in 2025 we're living in a day and age where we can actually experience tech while we sleep. Listen, man, you gotta love it, all right? So I told you guys already about how these right here are the world's first smart ANC sleep earbuds, but they also have an adaptive snore masking technology that's built right into these bad boys here that we're gonna talk about here in a second. We also have Brainwave audio that's gonna help you guys get to sleep faster and give you that deeper level of sleep that we all need. And then when it comes to comfort, you're getting that ultimate level of comfort while you guys are sleeping and the sleep status monitoring, all right? So the first feature I wanna tell you guys about, man, has to deal with the smart ANC sleep feature. Now to me, y'all, this is probably one of the most revolutionary pieces of tech, especially if you guys are a person that lives in a busy city environment, or if you guys are in an area that seems to have a lot of ambient noise that typically is going to be that one thing that's going to keep you awake at night and just overall make it hard for you to sleep. So how it all works is it blocks out any low frequency noises that's going to be within your sleep environment. That's going to ensure that you guys are going to get that peace that you guys need at night in order to get that good night's rest. Then what's even more dope has to deal with the air wings here, which is going to automatically adapt to your specific ear canal for a more perfect seal. Then when you pair that with the twin seal ear tips that has a dual layer design silicone, it's going to help with overall comfort. This is what's going to give you that comfortable, peaceful night of sleep. Solid design overall. Now the next feature is something that I feel is probably going to be one of those features where I feel like everybody out there could benefit from, and that is the adaptive snore masking technology. So check this out, all right? So have you guys ever been asleep next to someone and they swear up and down that they do not snore in their sleep, but between you and I, we know the truth, all right? And snoring sometimes, man, will keep you up all night and just make it difficult for you guys to be able to get into that REM level of deep sleep. Now, the Sleep A30s, y'all, in my opinion, is one of the best defenders against snoring, and it handles it in 3 stages, all right? Now, the first stage that we're gonna talk about here is the snore tracking case right here. So the case in itself, y'all, it monitors snoring sounds throughout your night in real time, and then it analyzes the sound level as well as the frequency, and then will automatically, on their own, the earbuds in themselves will adjust the masking audio, which we're gonna touch on that here in a second. It has also been trained with over 1,000 plus real snoring sounds across 500 plus hours, where it uses what's called the snore scan algorithm, where it can identify snoring sounds from other background noises with over a 93% accuracy. Now, remember I talked about that whole masking audio thing? Well, this is where the second stage comes into play, which is the adaptive snore masking audio. Using the app that they have by Soundcore, they have here where you guys can select the snore masking audio from a library list of common and soothing sounds that's going to play within your ears and adjust the snore masking audio sound in real time based on the frequencies as well as the sound levels of snoring that it detects from the case. Basically what I'm saying is, if the case right here hears or detects snoring, it's going to automatically bring up the masking audio that you guys selected within the app, so that way you guys can stay asleep with the calming sounds instead of hearing snoring sounds, all right? And again, all of this is working in real time, keeping you guys undisturbed all night long, all right? And it will mask snoring sounds under 65 decibels, which is impressive, which leads me into the final stage. I told y'all it's 3 stages. Leads me into the final stage of all of this working together, and that is where the memory foam ear tips that they also give you will create a tight seal fit that's gonna block out even more noise. So I recommend, if you guys are typically in a noisy space, then I would swap out from the silicone ear tips to the foam ones that they give you, as it will block out more noise, just as a pro tip, all right? All right, now the next feature here, man, that makes these worth you all wanting to check out, which I'll have a direct link for you guys down in the description section below, as well as the pinned comment, and that is the Brainwave audio that's gonna give you faster as well as deeper levels of sleep. So this is AI-generated binaural beats that deliver different frequencies to each one of your ears that's gonna also sync with your natural brain waves with calming patterns that help you guys sleep as well as meditate if that's your thing, or even just concentrate. Just have a listen for yourself. I'll be honest, man, sometimes I've even found myself wearing these if I'm just sitting here and I just need to concentrate or just focus on work. It just allows me to just lock in, if that makes sense. I know it's kind of hard to explain, but trust me, y'all, it's solid. So within the app here, you guys can select your desired brainwave audio and even customize it with adjustable settings, spatial audio, and even ambient soundscapes that's gonna give you that ultimate relaxation as well as calmness, all right? And just as a side note here, man, I just think this is one of the things that I like most out of these is that I feel like with the Sleep A30s here, man, it is all about just getting you to that place of ultimate relaxation and calmness from the hustle and bustle of the day. And that is something, man, from me especially, I can appreciate these, and I feel like they've done a really good job at that with these. Definitely a favorite piece of tech of mine in 2025 because I'm just the type of person, man, that is kind of always on the go. And I'll be honest with y'all, at nighttime, my brain is tough to kind of shut off from the day as it just keeps going from just projects that I might be working on and different things like that. It's just tough for my brain to shut down. And I feel like since wearing these, it's really helped as far as calming the brain and just helping it relax and getting that night rest that I really need, all right? Now, one question I know you guys have out there, because I had it too, and that is just the comfort levels, because you saw me sleep here in the bed, man, and you probably are curious out there is how comfortable are these, especially if you're gonna be wearing these when you sleep, all right? Because if you're like me, I'm a side sleeper, all right? Yeah, I know it is what it is. I sleep in a fetal position, all right? So when it comes to comfort, they got you guys covered here as well, as they are ergonomically shaped for most ears with having air-filled ear tips, a super thin low profile that is a secret weapon in my opinion as to why these bad boys here are perfect for sleeping in them, even if you guys are a side sleeper like myself, because it's basically flush. And I mean flush being the same depth of your ear canal. Then it has an ultra soft silicone and a shorter nozzle, so it will fit comfortably being in your ears at night and not feeling like it's being pushed all the way deep into your ear canal, which to me, y'all, is super clutch. And even just with my usage, man, I can tell that they took their time with researching many different ear types just to get that perfect design. And they also are lightweight too, which is also something that I like, and I also feel like it helps with just the overall comfort as well. Now, when it comes to the battery life, man, let's talk about this for a second. Now, to me, this was really impressive as you get up to 9 hours of playback time, even with using ANC and having it turned on all night. Now, this is also achievable because playback will stop automatically when sleep is detected, ensuring zero disturbance throughout your nightly sleeping journey. And with the case in itself here, you also get 45 hours, which is just ridiculous, all right? Basically, one charge can essentially give you 5 peaceful nights of sleep. And last within the app, man, it's going to provide you guys with a sleep status monitoring where you guys will be provided a bunch of different information in regards to your sleep report. So here you get to see your sleep score, you get to see, you know, how long you guys were awake. You also get to see your sleep schedule, what time you went to bed and what time you guys woke up. And then you also get a chance to see just the different stages of sleep that you guys are in within the 3 stages. So you see how long you guys were awake. You get to see how long you were in your light stage of sleep, and then how long you were also in your deep level of sleep as well, man. And then you also just get the number of times that you rolled over within your sleep as well, which mine was 26 times, which is kind of crazy. And it's about 5.4 times every hour, which is kind of nuts to see. And then you also get a percentage breakdown of your position. So how much of a percentage do I sleep on the left side versus the right side, my back sleep as well as prone sleep, which is Kind of crazy that it can give you all of that information just off wearing these earbuds right here. And after looking at it, man, my sleep score wasn't bad, all right? Now, overall, man, the Soundcore by Anker Sleep A30 earbuds, man, are definitely, in my opinion, something that I would recommend you guys check out if you are looking for a solution for getting the best optimal sleep that you've ever had, all right? Now, I'll have a direct link for you guys down in the description section below, as well as the pinned comment for you guys to check these out. Thanks to Anker for sponsoring today's video. See you all in the next one. Squad, we out. Well, I guess I can't go back to sleep. Let me get up.